Hello everyone, this is SystemCollapse, and I'm back yet again playing Nuts and Bolts Dorked. And in between episodes, I did not do a ton. A little bit of setting up for the video and a little setup here behind me, but not a big deal. Let's take a look and get the new things. Yeah, I just did a setup, quick setup. I didn't do a full setup because I need ender pipes, ender conduits, ender fluid conduits. Conduits. Let's go to conduit. I need this stuff, ender fluid conduits, to actually make the setup really easy. So I should be able to at least make them at the end of the episode. So that is pretty cool. But yeah, it's gone through quite a bit of stuff. Ooh, I'm out of something. I'm out of hydrofluoric. Where are my buckets? Might as well get that filled up. Actually, I don't have any empty. Oh, there's my empty buckets. There we go. Hydrofluoric. I always forget which one it is. That's hydrochloric. I need hydrofluoric. It seems like hydrochloric is the one you use the most of this liquid. Just to keep a heads up. I probably should have did a double setup of it, or just ran more of it. But I have a fair amount. I have 76 buckets. I probably actually won't need more than this. I've come to the conclusion that I'm not going to need anywhere near as much as I originally thought. That should be going through that now, right? Absolutely is. And you can see here, we got tons of stuff. Tons of stuff here. Just tons of it. Going through it quite quick. And you don't need that many of those ingots. Now that I looked at all the kind of skim through the recipes really quick. You do need to do this, and you're going to need a setup kind of like this. But I don't think we're going to need to fully automate it, because this is 4 stacks. That is all it is. 4 stacks of uninspected ore, and it's pumped out that much. I mean, run 50 stacks, and you probably got all you need. Way more than you need, to be honest. Ooh, giant leg spike. Anyway, let's get this back in here and get going to new things. In between episodes, what did I do else? I'm trying to think what else I did. Oh, this. Here. I made a Spectre Key. Spectre Key, I got some ectoplasm, and I got a Spectre Sword. You notice when you kill mobs sometimes in this pack. Oh, throw a light there. When you kill a mob in this pack, sometimes you get those Spectres. And well, not Spectres, little spirits that flow around, little blue guys. And you can't kill them. You can't kill them unless you use a potion of harming, I believe. That's what I used anyway, splash potion of harming. I already had one Spectre nugget. And all I did was, once I got a second one with 1 potion of harming, made the Spectre Sword. Now anytime those spirits show up, I can kill them and get their ectoplasm. With the ectoplasm, you can make this Spectre Key. And let's go take a look real quick. I don't even think I'm going to use this. I just wanted to try it out because I knew it was there and I've never used it. You get this little cube room. It's kind of weird. And it's kind of like a little pocket dimension, and you can't get outside. Like, I can't get outside there anyway. You got the Spectre core in the center, and if you kind of look at the height there, I'm going to use these 2 ectoplasm here, and it got a little taller. So it's kind of like just a single chunk in another dimension where you can build stuff if you wanted to, or put stuff, you know what I mean? It's just a little pocket dimension. I thought it was kind of cool. I just want to try it out. Like I said, I've never tried it. It's from the mod Random Things. So, that's a thing. Oh, I have no idea what hurt me. Anyway, I did that. I also made the spell book from Ars Magica. So, just some imp leather from the nether, some mana infused string, a couple paper, get that, and it's holding our spells. So, that's a thing. I made the light spell too, and I've been using those lights all over the place to replace torches. One, you can't see them from a distance, which is nice, and they're very subtle, so I decided to use those ones instead of the ones I was using from Astral Sorcery, and I replaced the bulk of our torches, so they are gone now, which is pretty cool. So what are we actually going to get to today? Well, what we're actually going to get to today is going to be, well, our gas burning generator. We've got this now, the Pressurized Reaction Chamber. We're able to make these now. We had our nichrome. I set it aside yesterday. And we have tons more of it anyway. So we're finally going to get this setup done. So we can get on to bigger and better things. I'm just going to set up here somewhere. I want to keep it kind of centered to this. Have some kind of small building over here. And we'll do a setup. Really quick. Well, I don't know how quick. It's going to take a couple minutes to set this up. Let's make myself a little cube here, so I can put a floor in later. There we go. I guess I need one more. That might be big enough. Might have to make it a little bigger. We'll start with that though. So to get this going, I'm going to do this. Boom, 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 boom. That way it'll be at ground level. The order we're going to do this in is going to be the, see here, Electrolytic Separator. So this is going to, actually, let's look at the recipes real quick. They're not that expensive. I actually had these all made last episode, but steel plates, reinforced alloys, just diamonds, and then some redstone iron. So not a big deal there. Gonna throw that one down. Boom. And this one is gonna take water and it's gonna break it down to hydrogen and oxygen. Whole purpose of the machine and what we're gonna need. Then we're gonna use a pressurized reaction chamber. We're gonna pull hydrogen from there into the pressurized reaction chamber. Okay. Then we're gonna add biofuel, which is being made over here because it's just a carrot farm. Can't remember if I showed this in one of the videos I got rid of. I definitely did. I don't know if I did or not. We have a crusher over here. So this is the crusher from Mekanism. And I had to make a machine just for this. So the recipe in this, you had to make the enrichment chamber, not a big deal at all. Pretty simple. But yeah, the crusher will take the carrots, crush them down into this biofuel, which is what we need to fuel the pressurized reaction chamber to make us, with hydrogen and water and biofuel, it will pump out ethylene. So that is kind of the idea there. Then the last one right here, gas burning generator. I think I actually want this facing that way. I have these lined up a certain way. The hydrogen is going to come out this side. Oxygen will come out this side. We don't need the oxygen right away, but we will need it to make conduit. That's why I have them lined up this way. So when you're putting down this machine, the way it's facing is kind of important. Because I think the fuels, the gases by default come out certain sides. And this is just our power tap. So we're just going to pump ethylene into this, and it's going to generate power. So that is kind of the concept there. Pretty simple. And this should produce under max load because it kind of toggles itself based on how much power it needs you're pulling out of it. Under max load, it should produce about 7,500 RF, which is pretty cool. I'm going to grab some of these and just throw in some power conduit really quick. There we go. There we go. And there we go. There we go. And I'm going to throw in one of these basic energy cubes just to kind of get it jump started. There we go. Are these getting power? No. Got to configure the sides. Let's just put them all the output. 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 Doesn't really matter. There we go. All got power now. They're good to go. And I don't know why I have power conduits here. Because they're not... Oh, actually, I do know why. Let's do this, do this, and do that. There we go. Because once it is getting fuel, it'll just loop back and be able to power itself. And I won't need the power cube anymore. Let's see here. Also have these. These are Mekanism pipes for gases. So they're the basic pressurized tubes. We're going to be using those, of course. And you're also going to need this too. The tool, the configurator. Not a big deal. Just enriched alloy and an energy tablet. Energy tablet is just enriched alloy, gold, redstone. Not a big deal at this point. But we're going to grab those basic energy tubes. Or not energy, pressurized tubes. Throw them there. Where do I need one of my infinite water sources. Nope, not here. Let's go grab that. And okay, I'm going to grab this water source. I'm going to throw it down there. Not a big deal. Two of the machines are going to need water. Oh, I might actually have to do this above because I don't have good pipes yet. Let's just run it. Doesn't really matter where this goes as long as it fuels the machines. Actually, I might put it up here. This would make more sense. Yes, let's do it this way. We'll put it there. Then run the conduit down. Once we have pressurized pipes, it won't matter as much. But we are going to have another PRC back here to make conduit. So, there. I don't really need that one, so let's get rid of that. And throw one Why do you keep doing that? It's because I keep holding shift, not thinking. We're going to set this to extract, always. And I should be able to just set this to insert. If not, I'll have to configure the sides, not a big deal. Extract, insert. There we go. And let's see if anything's getting anything. That's getting water. This one's not. So let's configure this one and go to, there's so many tabs. One thing about mechanisms, machines, there's so many tabs. You can configure the energy side, the fluid side, the gases side. We want fluids. Fluid yellow. I'm not sure which one's the bottom. Let's see if it's this one. Yes. Okay, there you go. So these two are both getting exactly what we want now. Water. I need hydrogen to go into here. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to go to the gases side. And no, we want it on that one. Input. There we go. It's now pulling in hydrogen and we should see, well, we won't see it yet. We'll see it in a second. I'm just babbling. Let's see here. Let's throw. This is just the chest with all the biofuel in it. It's just linked up to the farm over there. I'm just thinking about how I want to do this. Guess it doesn't matter that much. Let's actually break that and just let's make it the shortest route possible. That works. There we go. I only need the biofuel in this one machine, so we'll throw it here. We'll throw that on extract always. And find our chest tab, insert. And why am I trying to put it in this machine? I have no idea because this is not the right machine. And I'm going to have a heck of a time. There we go. Doesn't always break the right one when you do that. I need it to go into the PRC, so let's do that instead. There we go. Then we'll throw a conduit right here. There we go. There we go. Put on extract. Always insert. There we go. Now configure the side config. We're going to go to, this is items here, right? And this should be bottom. So let's go to input. There we go. Now it's doing that. That might be a problem with the power though. Let's go here, config side, energy. Okay, inputs on every side. It's good. Excellent. So we'll see that machine starts making some annoying sounds, but it's also producing ethylene, which is exactly what we want. Gonna have to configure the side for gases again and find out which side is this side. I would guess that it would be that one. Let's go here and try the configurator. Some of the machines work a little weird sometimes. There we go. There we go. Set that to pull just to make sure it's doing what it's supposed to and see if we can find the ethylene side. We want gases, gas output. There we go. Let's pump it in there. And that's effectively set up. Once this power runs out of here, this is going to start running almost right away. So that is our setup. That is that simple. Like, this is ridiculously easy to set up, especially for how much power that it produces. Let's do this really quick. Let's break that. And I just want to do a little test here. So let's break that, break that. I do not know if these direct connect, so it may be a problem. Actually, we'll wait. We'll wait, because we are going to do another part here. So I want to get totally off transmitters. So the RF transmitters, they have been a problem, and I don't want to use them anymore. So, you know what? Let's leave that cube there for now, just so the ethylene gets backed up. There we go. Is that still powering that? Yes, excellent. Oh, I guess that was a different one. Doesn't really matter. No, it's the same one. I think this thing's producing power. It is just enough to keep this going, maybe? Either way, don't care. So we're going to get into Flux Networks. So we are at the point where we can do it now. So let's do it. Let's get free wireless infinite wireless power transmission very easily. So let's go to Flux and here. We're going to make a flux plug and a flux point. Our main holdback on here is the, where is it? Right here. Empowered diamantine crystals. And these things aren't cheap. This flux plug is, let me see here, 5, 10, 15, 20, 40 diamonds for each plug, 20 diamonds for each point. The plugs are for sending energy, so you need them plugged into your main battery or whatever power source you're using. And the points, which actually we're going to end up hooking to like lines of conduits to power machines, they cost 20 diamonds each. So these things are not cheap by any means. And here's what we need. We need dilithium, which isn't a problem anymore. Reinforced alloy, not a problem anymore. Osmiridium. We make them slow, but they're not a problem anymore. We need 5 display stands. So we need this ethic green block and ethic quartz. This is this regular quartz, and this is chiseled quartz, both in the reconstructor. So let's make that really quick. Okay, you're also going to need a bunch of this too. This refined obsidian dust. Just make sure you know. You're going to need diamond. You just feed this thing with diamond and obsidian powder, and it'll pump up the refined obsidian dust. Pretty easy to make, but you are going to need the metallurgic diffuser. I've already made about 100 of this stuff, so not a big deal. We're going to throw that there. I think we've got pretty much everything we need. So let's see if we can make the display stands. We're going to need 5 of these. We're going to need 5 of these. I probably need nuggets. No, I'm good. They were the last ones I had. Excellent. Here, we'll need 5 of these. 5. And we'll need 1 of these. And I don't have the power cube yet, I don't think. No. Let's do that. And this, we'll need 1 of these. There we go. And the last one here, power cell. There we go. We're good to go. Bam. There we go. That is everything. We have an empower. All we have to do is get it set up and get it going and make some diamantine. So let's do that. Let's throw that there. Throw that there. Throw that there. And throw that there. Maybe throw down a light. Oh, it's on dig. There we go. Let's throw it on light. I had so many of these Craig blocks. They're just building up. What? Isn't this light? Oh yeah, has to be a rate on it. Last thing we're going to need is some flux. So we're just going to do this. Grab a stack of lava. Throw that there. And do this. There we go. There's 1 stack. There's 2 stacks. There's 3 stacks. So that's how you make the flux. Super easy. I don't even need that much, but whatever. We need to make the flux plug first off. So let's go in here. Go in here. Here. So to make the flux plug, we're going to need 8 of these straight up. So let's make 8. Boom. Then we're going to need, where is it? Go back here. We're going to need a flux block. Let's make 1 of those. And we should be able to make the flux plug. There we go. So we got our flux plug. This thing is going to be the one that sends energy. So pretty cool. I'll be able to plug that in right here. And be able to send power wherever we want it. Then we're going to need a flux point. Let's grab 1 of them. There we go. Oh, I still need these. I should grab, what, 4 of these? Boom. Go here, and there. This will receive power. Also made 9 basic capacitors because, well, they're easy now. Now that we have dilithium, it just takes a molecular 4 resonating crystals. It's in dilithium. So capacitors are not the problem they used to be. But I just want to kind of gauge how much power this thing. Okay, so the first thing we're going to want to do is set up a network. We're going to put on ignore limit true, create a new network. We'll just name it that for now. We'll be changing our networks around later anyway. We're going to do the same thing over here as well. The second we do this, though, oh, I have this wrong. Let's come back. There we go. I should have 1 more flux plug. 1 more flux point? Yeah, let's make 1 more flux point first. Here. Recipe. Hopefully I still have enough obsidian. I made 100. I have more than enough for that right now. Boom. And boom. There we go. I'm going to take this one, throw it onto the redstone conduit. Go here, go here. It is ready to go. The second I turn this on now, this thing is going to, well, for one, feed power straight into this line and actually start feeding power into here. And this thing's going to feel the drain. So it should be good to go. I just want to make sure nothing's backed up here. I still need to automatically pull out the substrate. The substrate is what we actually need to use to make the conduit. So we are going to pump that out into another direction. I think this is good to go. Oh, okay. To deal with the next problem here, we need to deal with this. The oxygen. We have backup oxygen. So what we're going to do is throw a pressurized tube right there. We're going to throw one of these, which is the advanced gas tank, which is just a basic gas tank, which again is compressed redstone, so you're again going to need the enrichment chamber, and a basic fluid tank, not a big deal, and some osmium, and some compressed carbon, which is just coal, and more enriched alloy. But it only holds 64 buckets, but oops, we're going to need it. We're going to need the oxygen, I should say. So might as well just have it kind of stored up easily, and it'll start getting oxygen. The second safeguard we're going to throw in here, these tanks, not tanks, these machines that produce gases typically have this setting, and we're going to set it to dump access and dumping excess. If it gets over to this top line here, it'll just dump it out of the machine and it'll make it go away. It just voids it off. You don't have to worry about it, because if that oxygen gets filled up, this will stop producing hydrogen, which will shut down our whole power system. But you can see I've already fixed it. The only other thing I need to do is pump out that substrate. I'm not going to worry about this a second. What I am going to do is make sure this is filled up a good amount. Then I'm going to turn this on. Once I throw this on the network, we're going to go see how much power we're producing, which should be pretty decent. Let's see here. It is 8,100. It's actually producing more than I thought. Wow. Okay, so we produce 91 RF a tick. That isn't bad at all. I'm fine with that. For such a simple setup, that is awesome. That's going to fill up this 10 million in no time whatsoever. Just look at it go. It's already... Oops. I'll do that one. There we go. We can just look at the number now. Pretty cool. So yeah, that is how simple that is. I mean, it's only problem with Mekanism machines, there's no way to make things pretty. I mean, there really isn't. Yeah. I'll be hiding this inside of a little building around here. That's why I built it the way I did. We need to deal with that substrate, though, so let's deal with that. I had a setup for this. I already had a plan for this. That's right. I had a drawer and a void. And that's how we're going to deal with that. Let's see here. That works. That works. That works fine. I haven't really planned out how I was going to make it look, but it doesn't really matter. Extract, always. Let's go here. We're going to have to find the side config items, and I have no clue which one's back. Let's guess this one's back. No. No, that's set on extract anyway. Insert. Nope. These Mekanism machines use a different setup from thermal and Ender IO, so I never know which side is back or front or anything. Input. Output? That's not it. One of them is an item output. I know it. Let's go here. And you got to make sure this is on eject off. Oh, is eject on? Auto eject. There we go. That's not working. I know auto eject needs to be on. It's one of them. It doesn't matter because we're not going to have items out any other way as long as the items are still coming in, which is coming in this way anyway, so it doesn't matter. There we go. We got our substrate coming here. We're going to immediately add a void upgrade. There we go. So that won't hold any more than, what is it, 16 stacks, which is fine. I'm completely fine with that. And we're almost good to go. Let's grab our PRC. Let's just run conduit. Conduit. Actually, it doesn't even matter where it goes. There, I guess. Yeah. This thing's going to be only used to make one thing, so it doesn't matter that much. Let's see here. Put on extract always. And insert. There we go. It's getting PRC substrate, which is exactly what we need. I'll get that off later. I need another flat transfer node to get it off. Working great. It's not getting backed up. Ethylene is getting built up like I planned. Having an excess is exactly what we want. We are going to grab this. Grab a basic pressurized tube. I guess throw it here. And we're actually going to drain all the ethylene out of this for right now. But this is going to be something I only do every once in a while. So if I need conduit, this thing will get backed up. So we're just going to here. But this thing doesn't have a thing to control the excess. So I'm not going to worry about that. I'm sure there's a way to do it. I'm not worried about it. See here. Got to find the left side. Configure. Oh, this one doesn't have that. Can you not get ethylene out of this? I never even knew that. I thought you'd be able to pull it out. Let's see if you can pull it out. Let's try the tool. The configurator. Let's see if we can get ethylene out of this puppy. Pull. Well, apparently you cannot pull it directly out of this. I did not know that. If this machine gets backed up, this will work. I think this will work. Let's try this. It's going to take a couple minutes to test it out. But it should work fine. If that machine is full of ethylene, then by default, some should go up here. Oh, it's getting some of the ethylene anyway. Is this one still getting ethylene? Let's see here. This one's still getting ethylene. They're both getting ethylene. So they must be splitting it. That actually works fine because that'll go until this is completely full. And then this will end up getting all the rest, at which point it's going to get filled up anyway. I'm fine with that. Once this gets ethylene, we'll be able to take it over here, pipe it in here with this tank here. So we should be able to do something like this. Put a tank here, set them to pull out, and then pump them in here. I'm just going to give that a couple minutes, and we're going to try making some binder. And yeah, then we're pretty much done. I know it's a monstrosity. There's no way. Well, there probably is a way. There's no easy way to set up Mekanism machines cleanly. It's just there's too much piping. Way too much piping. And okay, I'm back, and you can see here I made a little change. With the piping. I decided we don't actually need an oxygen tank, at least not at this time. I might throw one up there in a bit, just so we have. I'm not sure if we're gonna need oxygen for anything else, but if we do, I can throw a tank there, have a good supply of it, because we won't be using this machine and might as well store it up. Anyway, it's pulling automatically in the machine now. I also have the other machine here, which is the Rotary Condensentrator, which is here. So it's the basic tank, this, another energy tablet, just easy stuff. Just, you know, no big deal. Stuff we've done time and time again. I actually have it hooked up here. And, okay, just make sure that I was getting power. Oh, the power bar is here. I was looking over here. What this does is turns liquids into gases or gases into liquids. So if you go to recipes here, just a whole bunch of that. Just, you know, hydrogen chloride or liquid hydrogen chloride. Or you can turn it back. Liquid hydrogen chloride into hydrogen chloride. You can just do that by, this goes decondensentrating or condensentrating. Not a big deal there. But we need to turn our ethylene, which I have here. I actually need a liquid conduit because we're doing this in the opposite direction now. So the gas needs to come through. We're going to have to do 2 pipes here. So let's do here, I guess. Where's the other? Can you not bring? Actually confused about this machine now. Okay. So gas. Oh, I don't need this one. That's the problem. I'm actually going to have to move this machine. I thought I'd be able to automatically pipe it in very easily. I guess it would have to face this way, wouldn't it? Okay, let's do this. Let's put it this way. Then it's going to want to put liquids out this way, right? And it's going to want gases in this way. Okay, that makes sense. Let's grab this. And grab that. Let's throw... Actually, the easiest way to do this is right here. And that should start pumping gas in. The reason I actually faced it that way was because the front of these tanks are by default already configured to eject on the front. So I just figured it was the easiest way to do that. But now it's getting that. It should start making, yes, liquid ethylene. And let's see if we can extract that and insert the liquid. There we go. Might have to configure the side for liquids, fluids. I would think it's this one. And there you go. It's getting liquid ethylene. It is making our HDPE pellets, which is exactly what we want. And yeah, now we're able to make conduit. I mean, with this stuff, where is it? Right there. It just takes sand, crushed coal, clay, and you got binder composite. Each one makes 8, which 6 is 8 conduit. So, oh, and you smelt them down and get 2. So you get even more than that. Won't need a ton of this stuff, but you know, I'll probably make up about 1,000 and never have to think about it anymore. Be able to make conduits is all day. But yeah, pretty simple. I mean, it looks a little messy right now, but I could clean this up, and I will. I was kind of just getting it going. I've never used the gas burning generator before in my life, and I don't think I ever used these. No, I've used PRC before. I don't think I've ever used the Rotary Condensentrator, so that is new to me too. It's particular about sides, though. That's the only thing. Huh. Cool little thing, though. These Mekanism machines are a little odd, though. Some of the machines, you can configure sides all day as much as you want. Then ones like this, you can't. I'm liking it, though. It is pretty cool. It is pretty cool. I'm really pumped to do Mekanism turbine when we get to that point. Should be pretty fun. What's this stuff? Anyway, I think that's working. That is going. Look at that. We already got... It's going to pump out tons of these. No problem. Wow. We're not even going to need that much of this gas, which is nice. And, yeah, that's pretty cool. I think we did pretty good today. I mean, we are generating... You're not going to see it now because I'm not pulling it anymore. We are generating 8,192 RF a tick. We are now able to move power wirelessly and infinitely using flux plugs, and flux points. At some point we'll get the controller as well, but I think it was locked behind something. Controller, flux controller. I guess this is just locked behind AE, so that'll be very soon. Oh, and we can make that stuff now too. Excellent. Nope, it's just locked behind AE, which will probably be next episode. And we're also able to make HDPE pellets, which means we can make our binder conduits, and we can go conduit crazy now. Usually, people who watch me know I don't usually use very many conduits. But in this pack, I think it's going to be the cheaper route because these things are expensive. Usually, I would just put one of these down for every machine. Anyway, I think I'm going to end this here, though. I mean, we did a lot today. So, as always, if you guys like this video, please hit that like button. If you really liked it, hit that subscribe button. It's much appreciated. I want you guys all to have a good one, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.